I was hired to help bring Liberty softball to the next level, to be competitive nationally. And so I needed to go out nationally to find some great players. I knew right away that these are two girls that have a passion for the game that I call old school, meaning that passion drives them to work hard. And it's not about accolades. It's about using the gifts God's given them to make a difference at the highest level.
From the sunny beaches of California to the foothills of Virginia, freshman twins Amber and Autumn Bishop traveled 2,500 miles to play ball for the Lady Flames. And they didn't waste any time making their presence known.
And she turns on this one, and it is gone. Two-run shot.
Good job at the plate there, and her hitting streak goes to 9.
But it was no surprise to head coach Dot Richardson. For her, it was love at first sight.
I went to see Riley Reynolds compete in what's called a friendly tournament. Well, as I started walking up to the fields, a lot of the coaches recognized me. Been around the sport a little while, and they were like, "Hey, Dot, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm the head softball coach at Liberty University, the largest Christian university in the world." And they're like, "Really? What are you looking for?" "A shortstop." "I've got the shortstop for you." And her twin is really good too. As I'm watching, I look and I go, "No, the shortstop's really not what I'm looking for." But I wonder who her twin is. I'm looking out there. And all of a sudden, the third baseman gets a ball and fires it to first. I said, "I love that third baseman." Then all of a sudden, the outfielder, the left fielder, she gets this amazing jump on a ball, fields this ball, fires another one to second base, holds the runner. She gets up, gets a triple. I said, "I love that left fielder." So it's time for me to go. And as I'm leaving, the coach is like, "Well, Dot, great to see you again. And anything you need?" And I said, "Yeah, I got a question." I said, "Who's the twin of the shortstop?" And she goes, "No, that's not one of the twins. I didn't play her at short this game. The twins are the third baseman and the left fielder." I said, "I want them. I want them. And if they want Liberty, here's my card, have them call." And they called.
The rest, as they say, is history. Amber Bishop would set individual as well as freshman records for RBIs, home runs, runs scored, and hits. And despite being injured for part of the season, Autumn would follow close behind, joining Amber as an All-Big South first-teamer as well as first-team All-Freshman selection. Head coach Dot Richardson attributes it all to their intense passion for their game and their God.
If you don't love what you're doing, there's no passion in it, And I think that's just ultimately what it is.
I think God gave us the gift to play softball, and I think He gave us the passion that we have for this sport. If you don't really love what you're doing, then why do it?
The passion that Autumn and Amber have is a passion with a desire to be the best they can be. And for those two, it's also to become the best in the history of the game. And not everybody thinks like that. Not everybody has that heart. And as a coach, how do you see it? It's evident, even to their teammates, because they're in there in the batting cages all the time on their own. They're out there front tossing to each other on the field or hitting each other ground balls or fly balls. I mean, that is what I'm talking about. Everyone could have an enjoyment of the sport, love to play it, but there's a difference in having a passion and a burning desire to see how great you can be, to challenge yourself, and knowing that it takes hard work, dedication, desire, and a burning feeling that there's nothing that's going to get in my way, not emotions, not relationships, not exams, not anything, because when I get on the field, nothing else exists but playing this sport. That's what I'm talking about.